Hi there, Aquarius. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 14th of July. This week begins with Mars and the Sun in a sharp right angle. Whatever you're trying to do this week, the chances are you're going to put a load of energy into it, and that's commendable. But the trick is going to be focusing that energy in a way which will give you a return. Because if you just go around in a scattergun way, trying to do everything at 1,000,000 miles an hour, actually by the end of the week, you might not feel you've achieved very much at all, apart from wearing yourself out. And also, you may find yourself in some kind of dilemma, because there may be a situation where you've given of yourself quite freely over a period of time, maybe to a good cause, maybe to a friend, and suddenly all of this seems to close in on you, and you could feel a little bit resentful about always being the one who is more self-sacrificing. So something may have to change this week, but there is an incredible piece of good news, because on Wednesday Jupiter makes its way into your sector of relationships. Now, relationships is a bit of a difficult one to judge with an average Aquarian, because there isn't an average Aquarian. Every Aquarius person seems to have a completely unique approach to this very important area of life. But there are some common themes. A need to protect your independence and privacy is important at times. And your space, if it's challenged too much, can see you retreat from people. But Jupiter is going to give you a lot more confidence over the next 12 months to engage. And if you're a person who is looking for greater intimacy and closeness in a relationship, then this can be a very exciting time for you, and a precursor to a new business alliance or a romantic one too. Now, later this week, Venus is going to be moving out of the most wonderful part of your horoscope, where she's really been revving up your romantic appetite and your sex appeal in the first 2 weeks of this month. She moves into a more practical area on Friday, but that doesn't mean to say that something good can't happen this week, because I think there is a window of opportunity for about 3 days when Jupiter is in your 7th solar house and Venus still in your 5th, and it's at the heart of this week when you may find that something really good happens, some kind of very special connection. Now, your co-ruler is Saturn. Saturn is your more traditional ruler, and this is that side of you that is more fixed in your ways. But it is right at the top of your horoscope. And if work has seemed very, very oppressive over the last 5.5 months, it's been a lot of responsibilities, you haven't felt like you've made much progress, or you've been looking for a job and it just seems to have slipped from your grasp at every turn, this generally is a better time to come. And your ability to engage with people more skillfully is going to be boosted by Jupiter. So the way you come across has greater fortune attached to it. Now, there is going to be a quarter moon as this week draws to a close. And this suggests that what I told you earlier about not trying too hard or trying to do too much, well, that's really emphasised again as this week draws to a close, because there may be a desire to get some kind of do-it-yourself project done, step up your exercise routine. Whatever you do, try to pace yourself, give yourself a goal which is achievable, and if you're doing well within that goal, don't suddenly think, well, I'm going to do a load more, because that could see you really overdoing things. But this is a fascinating time for you, and even in very ordinary situations, you might find yourself starting to get much better feedback from people, which can be heartening all around. It's been a pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck, and goodbye for now.